Okay, here we go.
All right.
Hello, everyone. This is Zafar Abundancewala. You're watching Abundance Show on Global Abundance Organization, GAO TV. And this is Jim Gale. Jim Gale, who are you?
Well, my friend, I am a guy who wants to see peace in the world, and I've been studying what it takes to achieve and realize peace. And peace is, well, the foundation of peace is abundance, it is earth care and people care. And when we come together around the world and we care for our Mother Earth, this great energy system that provides so much abundance, and then when we share our surplus with each other, when we care for the earth and each other, then and only then we will rise above this scarcity narrative and these war narratives. In fact, Zafar, you and I are going to have a conversation with Shimon. He couldn't make it today because he's in a bomb shelter. And I think that is so fitting. So let's you and I have like a 5-minute talk today, and then we'll put it out there as an advertisement for when Shimon can be part of this call, because he is also about abundance. So can you tell us about how you got into the idea of abundance?
Well, this is exactly the question the three of us are podcasting this, Earth Care, People Care. So, since I am born in Pakistan, and this is the area, since its birth, there's been turbulence, be it economic, be it warfare, be it social or whatever. So I grew up in the situation of scarcity, in the mindsets of the scarcity. So whenever you are deficient in anything, so naturally you are prone to suffice that deficiency. The scarcity solution is the only abundance. So I have always been thinking to pay back. This country, this nature, this Mother Earth has given me a lot. I always wanted to pay back, but I never knew how to do that. But the podcasting, connecting to the people, and listening to those whom we have never talked, and we take them their enemy just because we don't know them, and that's why I keep fighting. And since we don't, so that's the forum. And again, I really thank you so much, Jim, for creating this uh, a platform, Mother Care, the Earth Care, People Care. So I would love you to please explain what's the idea of Earth Care, People Care. Back to you.
Yes. So, in the science of permaculture, which is an agricultural design science, it's like the Garden of Eden design science. The core ethics are very simple. And what's beautiful about these core ethics is that the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians and every logical parent and friend and earth lover in the world can agree with these core ethics. They are people care, earth care, and reinvesting our surplus to people care and earth care. And so it's really so simple. And what happens in our world is we get divided by the details, by who's wrong, by who did this and who did that. When we come together on earth care and people care and reinvesting our surplus, then, well, then we will overcome the war narrative, right? Because trauma is a result of scarcity, like you just said, and scarcity is the catalyst for war. So abundance is the foundation of peace.
Okay, great. And how this, how and why the idea hit your mind for this people care, earth care, people care, and then that you thought of the getting three of us connected. What makes you do so that? What's the
It's
purpose behind this?
yeah, it has been a an incredible journey on this in this realm on this earth. And when I learned that there is a lot of scarcity and a lot of suffering and a lot of war and a lot of trauma. And then when I learned who's responsible for these things, at least at some level, I started asking the question, what is the solution? And it is so joyfully simple. And that's the ultimate psyop, the ultimate deception, is that it's complicated. No, it's not complicated. God's design, inshallah, right? It's the source, the creator of this world, that when we go back and we become the stewards and the shepherds and the caretakers of this realm again, when I realized that, then it radically changed my perspective. And now the more I do it, right, the act of caring for earth and caring for each other is my salvation.
Very true, and this is the only salvation that I mean. We need to understand each other first. We need to respect the differences, and we need to coexist. Just because we've got one blue dot, that's Earth, and we all are sailing in the same boat, and at the same time, we all are screwing it. I mean, I'm screwing the board, and I'm saying that the other people gonna drown, not me. I mean, this is me who gonna go down first. So let's. I mean, to me, the coexistence is possible. This earth has got different people, different mindsets, different civilizations. Like, I mean, you are wearing white, I'm not. This does not mean that white is wrong just because I'm not wearing it. Or I mean, so I mean, this is as simple as that. I mean, you are a person of permaculture. You're a person of abundance of the. You are into nature, and I am abundance of mindset. So this does not mean that you are wrong, I'm in wrong. No, I'm different. We are sailing in the same boat. So we've got to care this Mother Earth. If we don't, if we keep bombing, shelling, look, I mean, if you're slapping my face or if I am slapping your face, both of us are hurting to some degree. Someone more, someone less, but hurting. End of the day, we when we sit back, I mean, look at the Hiroshima Nagasaki was bombed with nukes, and now that's as green as it could be on the face other part of the world could be. So I mean, like, when we look at them and we feel so ashamed of the fact that these people were born for, I mean, for some economic reasons, for something just because they were thinking different. And the whole wars that's are going on right now is it's just because of the mental scarcity. We want to grab others resources, others lands, other. And I mean, this is the only solution is coexistence. Back to you, Jim Gale. I mean, what do you say? And then we'll be closing this session, and after you will be giving the holistic picture of this platform, earth care, people care. Then will, I mean, I hope this grows into a caravan. I mean, three of us will be able to bring more people in.
That's
Back to
right.
you, Jim.
That's right. You know, we all love our kids, and we all want to see. I don't know anybody who wants to see war, at least in our circles, right? Some people think that we have to have war because war is the only way to solve the problem. That never works, right? Bombs create generational trauma, and every side is playing the defense card. If I don't bomb my enemy, then they will kill me first. Well, we have a different type of bomb. And I know this might sound corny, it might sound silly, and a lot of people, because of their trauma, won't be able to realize the power of this bomb. But it's a bomb of abundance, it's a bomb of seeds, it's a bomb of nature's bounty. When we start serving and giving, and by the way, Zafar, Have you ever ordered a strike on anybody? I know that's a silly question.
No, no. In fact, I mean, this is the question I always ask when I'm talking to my neighboring countries whom we are not at peace. I ask people in India, would you love your hard-earned money goes to tax, and the taxes go into buying bullets and the and the bombs and the warfare military hardware that kills my kids, and same my country does the same. I mean, this is insane. I mean, who would want it? I mean, you and me, 1,000 miles apart, we are friends just because the blessing of this communication abundance. And I mean, I saw you on a TV, and I was always wanted to talk to this guy. I mean, I wish I could talk to. Then I mean, I somehow I found you, despite the fact we never saw each other physically. But I loved your idea of abundance of health, wealth, and happiness. And as long as the permaculture is concerned, abundance of food, and you are for the food security, and you keep uh, you keep finding, researching the ways where the food can natural food without any toxic these chemicals. And so that hit my mind. Come on, I should see this guy, I should reach this guy, and I reached you. Same is for peace. I mean, if we can have, I mean, it's everybody's basic need and right, the peace. Look, I mean, the now Shlum, he's in bomb, he's in the bomb banker. He's the whole nation is going crazy. After each 3 hours, they need to go for shelter, bomb shelter. So you and me are not. He is. So look at, I mean, we both of you are at peace. Look at the face, and I mean, I have no. I mean, look at the just thinking that something gonna hit us, some bullet is gonna come. Can we sit comfortable? No. So same is going for Iranian people, same is going for Israeli. I mean, and look, the America is also at risk too, just because, I mean, it has been bombing, shelling all small countries. So it has to end if we want peace. So we have to, I mean, as you said, I mean, as ever slab, no, I did. If at all I did, I mean, I have always felt ashamed of that. So back to you.
Yeah, my friend, do you know anybody in Iran that could actually get online, right, like, and talk?
Yeah, I mean, Jim, I have been trying. I have been asking a lot of people on LinkedIn to just to talk to them, just to know their perspective. That's what you think. I really thank you so much for creating this channel. I'll bring one sometime, because now I'll be really really working hard, and somebody gonna come up, and then we'll be sitting together. I mean, this is people to people contact, and this is so strong that whenever these people see each other, even worst of the enemies, as long as like countries are concerned, but the people, they are partying together, they are living together. Know lots of Muslims, they are quite happily living in their neighborhoods of, even be they Jews, Christians, or Sikhs, or Indian, whosoever culture, and the multicultural. Even I see people are okay with people. These are governments got some problems. These are the ruling elite got some issues. I don't know what's that. So we'll sit together. We'll find. So how can we take a giant lead of abundance towards peace? Back to you.
That's right. And the point of getting all of us on a call together is to set the foundation. The foundation is that we all love our kids, we all want to see peace, and almost everybody we know wants to see peace, right? So when Shimon is on, and maybe somebody else from Iran, when we can get all of us and we can create that foundation together, and then we can actually speak it out into the world, so people here in America, which is one of the least kind of knowledgeable cultures in the world about other cultures, because a lot of people just never leave America, right? The United States. We want to shine a light on how the Muslim world and the Jewish world actually feels about all the things. Like, in other words, we all have the same basic wants and needs and desires, and all of us want peace. And when we realize that it's a very small percentage of people that are pushing the buttons and that are demanding war, and that these people are all tied to the governments and the bankers and the military industrial complex, and that they've been controlling us through the media narrative, showing pictures that are horrific, and then getting us in a state of rage and fear. And then that's what creates this. So let's soften that energy, right? Let's say, no, that's not what we're all about. That's not what the Muslim people, that's not what the Jewish people or the Christian people, or really almost anybody on earth wants. We don't want war. We want peace. And it's up to us, individual by individual, to come together and tell the world that.
Sure, and I'd like to ask the same question as you did for slapping someone. Did you ever? And I mean, how's your stance on it?
I mean, it seems silly. Like, it would hurt me to hurt somebody else, right? It's just, the idea of it is just incomprehensible, to enjoy inflicting pain. Now, we are aware that some people do like that, and we need to be aware that those people are suffering more than all of us, right? And that's not an excuse for their actions. It's just a fact. They've lived in trauma, and their trauma is so deep that they feel like they have to reach out and harm in order to survive. And we want to change that narrative and that belief system.
Very true. As we in my country has given 80,000 lives in the war on terrorism. 80,000 people died in the recent. It's not even a history. It's just recent past. So if I came across any the one who was survived of that bombing, the life is even much more miserable than death. Everybody said, I mean, the death is better than this life of like, I mean, you don't have limbs. You I mean, there are things. The life after bombing, shellings is miserable. If you lose your leg, is you lose your any of limb, or like you lose your eye or whatever,
Or
it's
your
so
child,
miserable.
or
Oh
your
yeah,
mother,
yeah, any of
right?
your
And
dear ones, yeah.
that's what a lot of these TV shows, they focus on. They focus on the
Yeah,
death of somebody's mother or somebody's
yeah,
child, and then they show it on TV, and then people
yeah,
see that and get enraged. And I
yeah.
get that. I don't watch those, because they're meant to enrage us. They're meant to cause trauma in our soul and in our spirit. And then they say, "Well, here's the trauma, and here's what we got to do about it." Well, we have to stop listening to those people that say, "Here's what we got to do about it," right? Instead, listen to us. I know for certain that what we get to do about it is go out and release our fears, be the stewards of the land, create abundance, and share the abundance. And when we do that, we are healed.
And one thing I like to add, and then I'll ask you to please conclude the session. One thing is, if I'm already 48, and you're of my age, I suppose so, or like a few years difference. When we look back, look at let's calculate the fears we've had, be it 1,000, 2,000, or 5,000. How many actually occurred? Would be few. Would be it could be one. It could be single digit. The fears are thousands. Actual happenings are, are they are not in proportion even. So if we take every fear real one, and one is like war, like, I mean, since Jim Gale gonna kill me, so I should kill him first. So no, I should talk to Jim Gale. Jim, why do you want to kill me? Or do you really want to kill me? Somebody was telling me that Jim wants to kill you. So this in fact, so this forum is the real one, that the my media has been telling me this Jim actually, they are not your friends, they're gonna kill you, or somebody else so let's talk. Why do you want to kill me, and why I want to kill you? So let's see. So let's talk to somebody in Iran, in India, or like I'll try now. No, I mean I'm getting the I just because this first session was about. So these are the fears. They 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 often don't happen. The reality is different than what we. I mean, this is our scarcity of mind. So the abundance is the only solution. That's why I have founded this global abundance organization. Just because UNO has failed miserably, these governments, they are not in interest with peace, I suppose. So I mean, I could be 110% wrong, and I wish I am wrong. So, but again, I see they failed. The United Nations failed to stop any of the war. Any of the war. It was for peace, prosperity, collaboration, cooperation, not for wars. It's zipped. And even I mean, this could be only few statements. I mean, are meaningless. I mean, ridiculous. And I don't find any solution coming from there as long as at least the peace is concerned. Back to you. I would love you to please conclude and give the holistic so that then we can just upload this and we would and please there should be an appeal from all of us to everybody to please join the show and have your say.
Yeah, that's right. Our goal, the goal that inspired me to reach out to you and Shimon to have this conversation, is to literally detail, to conceptualize with all of our inputs, and to lay out, create the foundation of peace talks around the world, and then to invite people to not listen to the media, government, military, industrial complex narrative, but instead, let's reach out and communicate directly with people that are in. Now we can do this. Now with this technology, we can actually say, oh, really? Is what the government's telling me, is that true? And the person will be like, no. And they'll be, I thought you hated me. Well, I thought you hated me. Oh, we don't hate each other. Oh, well, then let's tell the world that we don't hate each other. And then let's create a beautiful world together. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. And one thing I will add: look at the science and technology. It has always been like going data driven with the data driven optimism. Look at this. I mean, we have to be aligned with science and technology. We have to, and it has been everything has been contributed to from all faiths. Nobody is against science and technology, and so we have to align with that. So we have to be like, I mean, no corona, no earthquake, no any catastrophe could stop this the science and technology, and it has always been growing just because it is data driven. The scientists, they're logical brains. So let's be with the people of logics and be let's be peaceful. Thank you so much, Jim,
Thank
from
you.
for initiating this session. And this, I think this will be phenomenal. I suppose the results will be accordingly also. Thank you so much, and bye bye.
Uh, Happy Easter, inshallah, and
Happy
God bless.
Easter. Let's see. Happy Easter.
All right. Ciao for
Thank
now.
you. Thank you.